brave dwarven kingdoms stand with us. Truly, what hope is there against countless horrors?
If you remember this trailer or seeing it for the first time now, then you'll know the feeling that we all had in 2016 when Total War Warhammer first came out. We were all excited for the massive warfare of Total War combined with the fantasy world of Warhammer. And although it's still an amazing game to this day that I love playing, it's a top-down point of view where you play like a god and control an army, but you don't get to be in the action yourself. And that's when I discovered Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. But not just any Mount and Blade 2. No, I'm talking about the mod, The Old Realms. And this is not just like any other mod. Now there's a team of 25 people plus that took the entire fantasy Warhammer world and put it into Bannerlord. But before we get into that, if you do like my content, please give a like and subscribe. As always, I'm Dimoff, this is my best friend Titus, and welcome to Dimoff Gaming. Now you may be wondering why I mainly showed Orcs and Dwarves at the beginning of the video, but that's because the mod, The Old Realms' most recent edition, The War in the Mountains, adds both of these factions, and I was excited to play them. Now I had to just choose which one I wanted. Orcs being well known for their brilliance, that's why you can see this one reading. Oh wait, no, he looks super stumped. I think I got that backwards. As I was saying, Dwarves being known for their brilliance, as well as super stubborn. They were also known for their ingenuity, as well as their armor, except not all Dwarves wore armor. But that's for another video. Specifically one about this guy and his two friends Felix and Malachi Makaisen. P.S. I have no idea who that girl is. I should probably look that up. Anywho, back to it. Orcs are known for their ferocity and their love for fighting. But they are especially known for not being able to read. So the fact that that orc is trying to read in that other picture makes me probably as stumped as he is. Either way, we're going to talk about orcs today because, I mean, did you see that intro? Alright, so the intro was fun, but this page right here actually shows what makes orcs so different in all of Bannerlord. So as you can see here, greenskin players can challenge and duel other greenskin lords. So if you ever see another lord with a suiting name like this one and you feel like taking him out, well, just go challenge him. Just make sure you watch out for his, sweaty bullocks. I mean, they are sly though. Now this friend right here is actually an ally, but he's a bully, and we don't accept bullies in our, well, big boss clan. And so I told him, one sec, this is gonna be rough. There's something I've got to talk about. How'd I do? I probably sounded terrible. And then I proceeded to tell him, oh god, here we go again. Oi, let's see who's got the biggest and strongest. Whoa! And if you ever want to pay anyone to ruin anything with voice acting, I'm here. Of course, being a greenskin, he said you're on, and so we started kicking in some teeths. Only problem is I didn't expect this goblin-loving greenie to be injecting my body with spears. Thankfully I got my shield out in time though. And soon he fell just like the rest of them. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Except, wait, I'm the biggest. Uh-oh. I think I got a problem. And 3 spears in my shield, apparently. Alright, let's look at the mod's manual. I'll also show you how to find the mod's manual as well as the mod at the end of the video. My next favorite part about playing the greenskins is the brawls. So what the brawls do is allow you to go to any other greenskin capital or main settlement, and you get to fight 3 different militia groups causing an all-out war. Not only are the orc brawls fun, I mean hell, look how amazing the actual gladiator arena looks. That's by far one of my favorite changes about the mod. In vanilla Bannerlord, nearly all the arena battles are fairly similar. You may have horses sometimes and the culture may change, but nothing like this game. You see, if you're fighting in Bretonnia, you're going to be jousting. If you're fighting with the Wood Elves, you're going to be using arrows. If you're fighting orcs like me, you're going to be getting your ass kicked. Oh wait, I actually get saved. As you can clearly see, I, the biggest boss, won. And I'm sure every orc-loving Warhammer fan out there is probably screaming at the screen right now wondering why I haven't mentioned the WAAAGH. But you're in luck, my green little gobbos, because that's my next favorite thing, and now we're about to talk about it. As you can see here, I have a maximum WAAAGH going in my game. This gives multiple effects, such as 20% increased damage. Food consumption is increased by a ton, so you're going to have a lot of food on you. And then your party size also gets increased, so you'll be able to have a massive army, same as you would in Warhammer. Now, if you know anything about orcs, you probably know how to get a good WAAAGH going. But if you don't, Titus is here to explain.
You see, if you want to be the biggest and the baddest, you have to defeat the biggest and the baddest. So the biggest must go around killing all the rest, and continue killing until the wall becomes full. And when it's full, your greenies and your trolls will cheer you on forever. Unless you stop fighting, that is.
And he's not kidding about not stopping fighting, because if you do, your WAAAGH meter will drop all the way to 0. This will result in a lot of negatives, such as negative 20% damage, and now your party is going to be way oversized, so you're going to have plenty of deserters. Basically what we're saying is, once you start a WAAAGH, don't let it end. Alrighty, as promised, I will now show you guys how to get to the manual as well as the mod. All you have to do is look up the Old Realms manual. The first link will be the Steam link, which is actually the mod itself, and then it'll have the manual just down below right here. That's going to be all for the video today, but in the future I will make a video about how the orcs work in full. You know, more so going into the tiefs, the shinies, the loot, how you actually handle their cities, and everything in depth. I also will be having a video coming out about Malachi Makaisen, as I mentioned earlier. And other than that, I just want to thank you all for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.